I've been trying for so long, baby.
You've seen actor Kang in the Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift, Better Luck Tomorrow, and Fast and Furious 6, plus many, many other television and film appearances over the years. Now, later this month, Sung starring in the new Fox series, Gang Related. And we just got the screener after bedtime last night, so we can't say we saw it. But we know this. It's the story of a cop on a gang task force who was also a Latino gang member himself. So he's obviously got a moral dilemma. He's a good guy who's friends with the bad guys and has to arrest them. Ramon Rodriguez is that detective, and Sung plays gang task force member Tai Kim. Catch Gang Related. It premieres Thursday, May 22nd. So he's through town now. It's still a little ways out. Thursday, May 22nd at 9 o'clock on Q13 Fox. Kang, welcome to the Bob Rivers Show. Kang, hi.
Hey, Bob. Thank you.
I worked hard on the pronunciation. I finally got it right.
Kang.
Oh, you too. You don't care. Just call me.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Welcome to the show. How are you?
Very good, Bob. Thanks.
All right. Now you, the big franchise, the Fast and Furious, has been really kind to you and good to you, and yet has been in turmoil since that tragic accident. You're in 6 and 5?
3, 4, 5, and 6.
3, 4, 5, and 6. You're in a lot of them.
Yeah.
Okay. What is? Did you know anything about racing before you did that?
Racing, no, but I grew up, a fan of muscle cars. So I was always into the car culture, and to be a part of that franchise, you're around those cars, and you get to drive.
What sort of cars? How many cars do you own?
Right now, I own 2.
You own just 2?
Yeah, 2.
2 for your whole family? Do you have a whole family?
I have a wife, just she and I.
So it's she and you and each have a car. It would seem like you'd collect more than that.
No, I don't like to have things that I don't use every day. So I buy a car that I'll drive every day, and then once
muscle car.
I have a sports car. Yeah.
Sports car. Okay,
Yeah.
he has a flash. You don't want to mention like more
71 Plymouth Super B. What do you have?
No. I think it's like a super fancy.
I'm thinking
Super B is a fancy car, though.
Great car,
Come on,
man.
that's
Thank you.
It's a fantasy car.
If we
Yeah,
guess it, will you say I'm guessing Porsche?
Oh, how'd you know?
I decided, look at
You went.
Porsche.
Yeah. Yes.
All right. Yeah,
911 Porsche. 911. Yeah.
911.
There you go.
You know what? My wife had one of those once, a classic one. She loved it. Some Porsche drivers absolutely love them.
Yes.
And you like to, when you're sitting in a car, doesn't mean then you're perfect for Fast and Furious. You like to feel the car. You don't want a car, like I like a car that I don't even know it's a car. I'm like drifting like I'm in a spaceship, but that would be bad for you.
Yeah, I'm a purist. I like a manual. I don't even like to turn on the radio. I don't like the air conditioner. I like to hear the engine, and I like to feel the car underneath me.
Do you know how to work on a car? No, you hand the guy the keys to the Porsche dealer.
There are other people for that, Bob.
Yeah. I don't want to take jobs away. Come on.
People that can work on cars don't know how to work on Porsches.
I was looking at your bio and all of the, especially the television credits, all the big shows: NYPD Blue, Girlfriend, Spin City, Felicity, Martial Law, Without a Trace, Threat Matrix, Cold Case, Monk. I mean, you've had a lot of roles on these shows. Some big, some small.
Yeah.
What's your favorite kind of role?
Comedy. Anything that I get to laugh and make people laugh. I think that's one of the reasons I became an actor, is to get that instant response and make a difference. But speaking of TV, I read somewhere that you were on 2 episodes of Star Trek.
I was.
This
Did
true?
you ever do Star Trek?
No, but my friend John Cho, I did Better Luck Tomorrow with him.
Okay.
I think he was a guest on your show. He's in Star Trek.
Mr. Sulu.
That's right,
Yeah,
Mr. Sulu.
Love John.
I tell you, being on Star Trek. Well, this is about you, but I mean, being on the set of a show and seeing the set, and if it's a show you watch all the time, like imagine some of these TV shows were, it's kind of a freaky experience, isn't it?
It is.
Seeing the stars and all of that, and just doing your part.
Yeah.
It was wild. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a promotion, of course.
Oh, he was?
I have no credentials.
Oh.
No, I haven't acted in community theater.
Show him your back. You'll see the scene he was in. Show him your back. Turn around.
Show my back.
Play with the dials over there. That's what he was doing. Oh, it was awesome.
Oh.
And by the way, when I was on, just a little trivia, they hated the fact that I have white hair, because I don't know if you've ever noticed in Star Trek, but the people are all mostly beautiful and have, they never show anyone old. except for Captain Pike in that wheelchair. Mostly, you know, where are we going to put the old guy? As soon as I got on the set, so it's one of the first times I realized I was old, actually.
Really, you look pretty young. But Gray's good.
I have a young
Distinguishing.
face. Yeah, thank you. That's very nice of you. You're very kind. You have gorgeous hair, by the way, and I don't say that to any guys.
Well, thank you.
Yeah. It's you do. Thank you. And obviously, you're an actor, and you have good teeth and everything. And you have a nice smile, by the way, which was nice to see. But you have great hair.
Oh, thanks, Bob.
Do you spend any time on it, or is it just
No.
you just wake up and that happens?
I just wash it.
The safe word is porpoise. If you get uncomfortable, just say porpoise. We'll stop it. It's going to be great for
Now,
you.
on Gang Related,
Yes.
which sounds like a very contemporary, very interesting show that Fox is putting together. And I haven't seen the screener, but the basic premise is that the detective, Ryan Lopez, Ramon Rodriguez, is a former gang member. And this is not an unheard of thing where the police will have a former gang member help them to bust gangs, because this way they understand the culture of gangs, right? And you work for him?
Well, we are actually the gang member. When Ryan Lopez was a gang member,
Right.
he was adopted by this Mexican cartel, and he was
Adopted? Was he like left in the forest like Bambi?
Well,
and
he was
something
like,
happened to his parents?
His parents in East LA, you know, they passed away, so he was
Oh, okay,
adopted
so it
by
is
the little-
Bambi.
yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Gang Bambi.
Today.
Yeah.
It's a terrible
Bambi.
name.
Yeah.
I'm glad they didn't go with that. Okay.
So he was sent into the police force to help the cartel. So it's actually the reverse. And then Terry O'Quinn, who plays our captain, Captain Chappell.
Okay.
He has organized this gang task force called the GTF. It's assembled with CIA, FBI, which take him, my character, is part of. And all of us come from a questionable past as police officers.
And so that provides you with your moral dilemma, because you feel for the gang members, but you also have to do your job to make life safer for the public.
Actually, we don't feel for the gamers.
You
The
don't?
people
Okay.
in the GTF,
What does GTF stand for?
Gang
Can we-
Task Force.
Oh, okay.
Gang
I was
Task
thought maybe
Force.
it's something we can't say on
No.
the
Get
radio.
those blankers. Yeah.
So we're the bad guys have done something traumatic to all of us.
Oh.
So we'll never take the bribe, but we will take that in the bad guys in a non-practical, non-ethical way.
So this is more like older cop shows where Sipowicz was like took matters into
Kind
his
of
own.
an untouchables for a
Yeah.
modern.
Oh, that makes
yeah.
That makes it more fun.
Yeah, it's
actually,
a lot more fun.
Seriously,
I
more
don't
fun.
like marrying gang shows with Touched by an Angel. So you guys are
Yeah.
bad cops.
We're dirty. Yeah.
Touched by a
Dirty.
gangbanger. That'd be
Okay.
great.
We're edgy. Yeah.
And now to make this really popular, and it's on Fox, so I'm sure it's going to be edgy.
Oh yeah.
You are how much research into gangs? I'm sure that's a question you get asked a lot. But how did they decide to research gangs for this?
Well, we have a lot of writers. There's 9 writers on staff, and a lot of them come from the law enforcement background. So their experience with dealing with gangs and
So you don't have a gang that comes into the writing session every week and goes, "No, we would never do it that way."
But one of our actors, Emilio, he's one of the regulars, and he plays one of the Mexican cartel, and he has experience.
He's had street experience.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, when they make shows like The Sopranos or some of the movies of that genre, they bring in former wise guys
Yeah.
as creative consultants. I imagine there'll come a time when the local affiliations may come to you guys and say, "Hey, we want to help you get this right."
Absolutely, and when we go to neighborhoods, we shoot in LA, which is very unusual these days to actually shoot a show in LA that takes place in LA.
Is that right?
Yeah,
How
it's
come?
because
It's expensive.
The rebates.
California taxes, yeah.
Yeah.
You can find plenty of rundown-looking places in Vancouver, British Columbia, if you pick a
Just
sunny
like-
day.
To pass for LA. San Francisco,
Right.
and New York, and
It's
right.
funny.
Yeah.
And so it's actually shot in L.A.
LA. So we get to go into these neighborhoods where there are actually existing gang members. So we have consultants that come in that
All right.
represent
Yeah.
both sides, and it's been pretty cool to be able
Any
to
of
see
it
that.
ripped from the headlines? Actual dramatizations of things that actually really happened with gangs in L.A.
No, not, it's
Okay.
all fictional.
It's all fiction.
Yeah.
That's good. Good writing, though. You said
Good
you
writing.
stressed the writers. 9
Yes.
great writers. Yes,
Yeah.
Joe.
I saw in your Twitter feed you were asking people in Seattle, where's a great place to eat? You're looking for dinner tonight. Did you find a restaurant?
Dick's
yet?
Burgers, I hear, is the place
Oh,
to go.
God,
yeah?
Dick's, yeah.
I'm a burger guy.
You
So,
are a Dick's
yeah.
Burger guy?
Well, I'm going to be today.
Well,
Oh,
if you,
okay.
if
No,
you want,
no.
that's the ultimate Seattle. I mean, that's what's wrong with Dick's Burgers?
It's
You
not the
know?
best burger in Seattle. The best burger
not.
in Seattle is in White Center, Washington. And it's Zippy's Burgers.
All
I
right.
don't
You
wanna-
could, you'll start it this
Well,
whole.
what represents Seattle cuisine
Yeah.
then? What is it besides the coffee, right?
Well, coffee here, of course, you know it's grown in Costa Rica. I mean, we don't grow it here.
Yeah.
But there are so many great coffee places. I see. You want to experience Seattle.
Yeah.
Like it wouldn't be. You owned a restaurant, didn't you?
I did,
What
yes.
kind of restaurant did you own?
It was like a Asian fusion restaurant.
Yeah. So you don't want to go to Asian Fusion.
No.
Been there, done that.
Yeah,
You
we've
got to have a
got.
piece of salmon.
Sam? No.
Have
No?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, buddy.
Greasy.
It was a burger.
Greasy, yeah, man food. Come on.
Go to Red Mill.
Salmon on top of bacon, then.
Oh,
So
yes.
So you're thinking pub and fast food. You're not thinking real dining experience.
No, nothing shishi. You know,
Yeah. Look at you with the
Red Mill.
fancy car driving up to a burger joint. I like it.
Telling you, man.
Okay, well, you can
Dick's
text
is-
us 52309, and Sun will look at all of your suggestions. You did own a restaurant. Was that something like a dream you pursued that was a bad idea? Or?
It was a dream.
Yeah.
It looked great on paper. And then when I started it and then the employees don't show up to work, I am now the self-claimed best dishwasher in Los Angeles.
It's a rough
Wow.
business, man.
Yeah. In other words, you have to really put your own blood, sweat, and tears
You
into
do,
it. You can't
yeah.
have this acting career and say, I'll just hire people to do my vision, then I'll come and visit it.
No, because everything in the refrigerator disappears. If you're not
They
there.
steal from
Damn,
you.
you hired
It's
some
just
really
the way
sweet
it is.
people.
It's just the way it is.
Was
Hey,
this-
it's the restaurant business,
It
man.
is, dude.
It's
I tell
the
you.
way- it's the
It's not
nature of the
wrong.
game. You
Was
know?
this also in a gang neighborhood? Was that
no,
another mistake?
this was in Brentwood.
I call it burgers and bangers. It's going to be great. Yeah.
Wow. Very cool. All right. You are, it was pointed out to me, huge Twitter guy. You mentioned that you were coming on our show, and people started tweeting from all over the world asking how to listen to it on the internet, which you can do on iHeartRadio. How do you feel about social media, its role in your career, and how much work, like a restaurant, how much work you have to put into your social media cuisine?
Well, I don't consider the social media actually as work. You know, best way to put it is that it's a great way to connect with fans all over the world. You know, instead of waiting for fan mail, they can just tweet and they can be part of your life. And I actually have to give the morning tweet the credit to a fan. A local fan was, he wrote a tweet to me and said, "Hey, I heard you're going to be on the Bob Rivers show," and I was like, great, I should tweet about this.
So
know?
your fans end up being collaborators with you
Yeah.
on getting your message back and forth to the fans.
Yeah, and they give you information like the whole Star Trek information.
People, so your tweeters told you
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, they go check it out. I'm a fan of Bob, and
Wow.
you're like, okay, well, if you vouch for him, then he must be good fella.
I feel that like it's a little bed and breakfast here
Yeah.
on the Airbnb.
Yeah,
It's very nice.
Yeah.
The internet, I think this internet thing may last.
Yeah.
I think it has legs. Yeah.
yeah,
All right. Sung, where do you go from Seattle? You're on a tour now, right?
yeah. I go to Dallas today, and then from there we go to Atlanta.
You're a whirlwind tour.
Yes,
You're in and out of the city like Obama. You're in for 3 hours to, show
Yeah.
victims here, then go to another tragedy in Dallas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So stop by Dick's, pick up a burger.
Okay.
go to the town.
We will hand you a list of restaurants. Dick's is actually, I mean, if you want to have the Five Guys Burger and Fry kind of is the LA thing, right? Is that what that place is called?
Five Guys.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out.
In-N-Out is LA.
Yeah.
Oh, In-N-Out is LA.
Do you like In-N-Out?
I love In-N-Out.
Now take an In-N-Out burger and step on it while it's in the wrapper, and you've got a Dick's burger.
It's the same thing.
That's a Dick's
If
burger
you
right
like
there.
it out,
So
Dick's is the
obviously,
same.
Dick's Burger does not have any sponsorship deals with your
No,
show.
they don't. But when
They're
a
an
place
institution.
when a
that doesn't
place is
need us.
big, they don't have to buy
Yeah,
advertising,
right, yeah.
so you could step on it. It's very
They,
good.
they are a local treasure, but if you're a burger guy, there are better burgers in town.
Sung Kang, it is a pleasure to meet you.
Thanks, Bob.
Fun to talk to, great actor, and this could be a monstrous hit. Gang related on Fox, and I like the aspect of the show you told us about. It's going to be edgy. It's going to be about maybe cutting a few corners, breaking a few rules. It's Thursday, May 22nd, folks. Put it in your phone as a reminder to watch that show, 9 p.m. on Q13 Fox. All the best.
Thank you, Bob.